Hello everyone, today is August the 29th. It is Monday, and welcome to the Diablo Daily. So I'd like to start the week off by letting you guys know that, in case you don't know yet, beta invites have been given out. They are, you can just go on Diablo Fans. They have three copies, and Force Strategy Gaming has a copy, and I know CNET has a copy. And now, when I say copy, what I mean is there are... they have invites, but the game is not downloadable yet. So as soon as the game becomes downloadable and the beta goes live, then everybody who has the invite so far can download the game. But this is great because that means that probably the beta will be coming in the next couple of weeks. And I mean two by couple. It also means that we know that it'll be coming within the time frame that they're... Well, we're pretty certain, I should say. You can't know anything for sure. There could be, a meteor coming in, blowing up everything. But we're pretty sure that they're on schedule for September beta, and that's exciting because I've been waiting for the game forever, and I know a lot of people who follow me have been waiting a very long time for the game, and it's going to be awesome. So with that said, I recommend going to Diablo Fans and checking out their content. They have a lot of great articles. If you go to their forums, they have a lot of great stuff. So speaking of which, I'd like to go ahead and show you guys a few screenshots that have been leaked. I'm not sure where they originated, but they were posted on the Diablo Fans forums, so let me show you what's there. So first, I'd like to go ahead and thank Deventh on the Diablo Fans forums for providing these screenshots for us. I'm not sure where all he got them from, but I know they're from various sources. For your purposes, just know that these are from BlizzCon 2010 build, and a lot has changed since then. So you'll see like mana on some of the characters, and some of the skills will just be wrong. But some of them are noteworthy and they're worth talking about. For example, the first one here, I've never seen this screenshot where you can set your skills page, traits page, quest page, journal page, hirelings page, etc. But none of these have to do with skills. Blizzard doesn't want you to be able to set your skills. They're going to probably be 1 through 7, probably, and then you have left and right click, and they're very controlling of their controls. So. Controlling about their controls. So they're probably not going to allow you to set those, but that's obviously bound to change if they see fit. Here's a screenshot of the monk. There's really not a whole lot to say about it because a lot has changed. Here's the female monk. Obviously the UI looks beautiful. You can see the Nephilim cube down here. Now this is a newer screenshot because you can see that he has the monk has spirit down here. And Spirit is the actual updated resource the monk uses, so there you go. This is outdated because you can see there's 7 skills instead of just 6, and there are no more tier skills. There are just a list of skills that you can decide to put in your skill list. Here's a few more options. Display injured monster health bars, display injured enemy player health bars, toggle health bars on, off, etc. Well, that's interesting. Not really sure what's going on there, but again, mana from the Demon Hunter. That's definitely not true anymore. So that's an old screenshot. Old screenshot. None of these are too important to. None of these are too noteworthy because they've pretty much all changed. Here's a good picture of the map screen. Now, this is funny because I actually didn't know they had a map screen until about a couple of weeks ago when I asked about it, and it hasn't been covered much at all. But there actually is if you hit M or whatever the map button is, there will be an overview map screen that you can open up and look at points of interest, I'm sure. And it's pretty interesting because that wasn't in Diablo 2 at all, hasn't been in any of the Diablo franchises. I like the change because the mini-map, I guess you call it, isn't quite enough for displaying a whole lot of information that you may want to know about your surroundings. So pretty cool stuff. Let's see. So I have already shown this before, but that's the screenshot for the opening screen. That hasn't changed since last time. This is all old, obviously, because there's 7 slots, but it's a really crisp picture of what the skills will look like, because you can see they're putting runes in them and stuff. There's the wizard paper doll. Here's a up close. These are all kind of older screenshots. There's the attack, precision, defense, vitality, shown before. Trying to think of anything here is new. I want to talk about the page of training in a moment, but we'll get to that in a minute. Okay. Like I said, all these are pretty much older. Now, this one is, I think it's new, because there's only 6. It's got to be new, because you can see there's 3 passives and 6 skills, so that's new, but there's not a whole lot to get from it. So there you go. Let's see. I do think it's interesting to note that the passive skills are in the bottom here instead of on a separate screen. That'll keep it all organized pretty nicely. And again, the details page, I've described that in my other leaked screenshots video. If you haven't seen it yet, I recommend that. Another interesting piece of information we got today was the fact that blue items will not be unidentified when we find them. They're going to be identified for you when you pick them up. Jason Bender, the senior game designer for Diablo 3, revealed that in a French video. I think it was at Gamescom. I'm not quite sure though.
It was a bit too much to have to identify every single blue item. The way we drop loot in Diablo 3, you see a lot of it, and it's not overwhelming. But part of the reason, we don't want you stopping and looking through your bag every 2 seconds. So identifying every single thing. Identifying is fun. I love it. Every time I identify an item, it's really satisfying. But what we found is that the legendaries and the yellow items that you find, those appear just often enough to make identifying items really satisfying, and so we left it there. Blue items now you'll be able to recognize just by picking them up.
So that's pretty interesting. I like that change. The last bit of information for today is related to the storyline, and I will let Jason Bender talk about that.
Leah is a relative of Cain's. She calls him uncle, and she is, in a way, learning from him. She is interested in magic, and she's interested in lore and all of the things that Deckard Cain is all about. He found someone finally to listen to all his stories, and she takes them very seriously. But when you meet her, she doesn't really believe him. As a lot of people in the world don't really believe that Sanctuary is under threat from a demonic invasion, they don't really, it's fairy tales to them, and it doesn't become real to her until you arrive as a hero.
Avant de travailler pour Blizzard, Alex Mayberry nous a avoué qu'il était un grand fan de Diablo 2. Il a d'ailleurs tenu à vous dire ces quelques mots.
Playing Diablo 3 feels like it feels like Diablo. It feels like what you remember, only it's so much more, so much deeper, so much more compelling. But it feels like Diablo, and if you're a true Diablo fan, you're going to love Diablo 3.
So that's probably all I wanted to cover for today. There was probably a little bit more that I missed, but I'll get it tomorrow, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
What the hell is that?